join me in singing the national anthem.
If you'll now please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would everyone please be seated? I'm honored to start this 15th graduation ceremony by reading a letter from the governor of the great state of Louisiana to our graduates. Dear class of 1999, it is my pleasure on behalf of the people of Louisiana to congratulate you on your graduation from high school. Finally, all the hard work and dedication to your studies has paid off. However, this is only the beginning. The knowledge and skills you have acquired so far in your education will provide a foundation for you to lead Louisiana in the 21st century. The opportunities are endless. Today, they seem like dreams, but with perseverance and determination, these dreams can become realities. You, your parents, and your school should be proud of this moment. My advice to you is never give up in the pursuit of your dreams. You have the power to make a difference, and you are our future. Again, congratulations and best wishes for the future. Louisiana is proud of you. Sincerely, MJ Mike Foster Jr., Governor of the state of Louisiana. On behalf of the Board of the Directors, the administration, faculty, and staff, welcome to the 15th commencement at the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts. Today we will honor 160 graduates, bringing the Louisiana School alumni total to 2,601. Members of the class of 1999, you are now seniors. At the end of this ceremony, you will be graduates and join the ranks of the alumni of LSMSA. Those present and those of us participating in these exercises are here for one purpose: to make this one of the most memorable days of your lives, not only for the present moment, but also for the future, so that you can look back on this occasion and your part in it with pride. Seniors, soon to be graduates, it's with a great deal of pleasure that I introduce those who have helped make this day possible and who are here because they believe in you and respect your accomplishments. I will now recognize our platform and other special guests. I would like to start by introducing the state senator from District 36, the lead author of the LEAF bill, the bill that established the Louisiana Education Excellence Fund, The bill that just came out of the Senate Finance Committee with a unanimous favorable vote, the bill that proposes a constitutional amendment so that a significant portion of the tobacco settlement money can be allocated for innovative classroom initiatives. And by the way, LSMSA is specifically mentioned in the bill to get a very generous portion of that allocation. A state senator who believes so much in the Louisiana school, he has had one son graduate from LSMSA, and today he will give his daughter Kate her Louisiana school diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Foster Campbell. Our next platform guest is Senator Mike Smith from District 31. Mike has been a senator since 1996. He is a member of the Board of Directors of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, and he serves on the committees of Agriculture, Commerce, and Consumer Protection, where he's vice chairman of that committee, Transportation, Highways, and Public Works. But in a very special way, we very much like the fact that Mike sits on the Revenue and Fiscal Affairs and takes care of the Louisiana school business in that institution. Senator Mike Smith. Next is Joe Sampate, our beloved mayor, a 5-term mayor of our beloved city, and a longtime friend of the Louisiana school, who loves our school as much as we do. I would also like to say that he has always been ready, willing, and able to help the Louisiana school in any way possible. Mayor Sampate. Mrs. Sharon Gahagan of Natchitoches, who is serving a 3rd term on our board of directors and who is currently the president of the board. Mrs. Gahagan. Mrs. Martha K. Smiley of Natchitoches, former math chairperson at the Louisiana School, a member of the Louisiana School's Board of Directors, and currently serving as our Director of Academic Affairs. Mrs. Smiley. From Ruston, Louisiana, a former collegiate English and speech teacher and a member of the Louisiana School Board of Directors, who is married to Dr. F.J. Taylor, President Emeritus of the Louisiana Tech University, and who is an accomplished pilot who flies her own airplane, Mrs. Lou Taylor. Dr. Rodney Allen, the faculty representative on the Board of Directors. He is an instructor of English at the Louisiana School and has been a member of our faculty since 1983. Dr. Allen. Mr. Tim Marigos, president of the Louisiana Schools Parent Association, a practicing attorney, and the proud father of Nick, who will be receiving his Louisiana School diploma today. Mr. Marigos. Two groups make the Louisiana School possible. The taxpayers, who through the efforts of their legislature fund the school, and parents who through their willingness to entrust their daughters and sons to us, give us young women and men like you whom we serve. The money provided by taxpayers and budgeted by the legislature to the Louisiana School provides for our facilities and instructional equipment. This money, along with the excellent students, attracts an outstanding faculty and staff to the Louisiana School. Would that staff and faculty please rise and be recognized? We have already recognized the wonderful support of the Natchitoches community through the mayor's office, and I now want to recognize in a special way our host family program, a program that has meant so much to our student body and the meaning we give to the term extended family. With the members of our host family present with us today, please stand and be recognized. Class of 1999, we have dedicated this day to you. The focus of our attention is on you. But the Louisiana School is a continuum with a strong past and a hopeful future. Representing the future are members of the class of 2001, the incoming juniors. Would you please stand and be recognized? We also have the representative today of the class of 2000, the rising seniors. Class of 2000, would you please stand and be recognized? Representing the traditions of the past is the alumni of 14 graduating classes. Would the members of the class of 1998 please stand and be recognized? Class of 97. Class of 96. '95. 94. 93. 92. 91. 1990. Class of 89. 88. 87. 86. And the very first graduating class of 85. Now, would all alumni, the class of 1999, the class of 2000, members of the class of 2001, please stand, as well as all Louisiana School parents, guardians, and other family members. Ladies and gentlemen, we just have applauded our past, our present, and our future. Finally, I want to recognize the ensemble under the direction of Dr. Kenneth Olson, which is supporting these exercises. It is made up of alumni, current students, and members of the class of 2001, plus students from Natchitoches Central High School who, thanks to the efforts of Mrs. Olson, Dr. Olson's talented wife, have agreed to give us their time and talent to be with us today. I also want to offer a special thanks to Mr. Frank Sanders, the band director at Natchitoches High School, for the wonderful support he has given the students and the school over these last several days. Would you please recognize them? Seniors, it is befitting that these ceremonies begin with addresses by your peers. Class of 1999 and guests, please give a big Louisiana School welcome to Miss Beth McDowell and then Miss Penny Dupree as they share their thoughts on this, their special day.
Days of our childhood. The safety net created by enforced curfews and provided transportation will be gone as we plunge headfirst into college life. For the first time, we will have to take full responsibility for our accomplishments. There will be no teachers who will extend themselves because they know our names, know what we are capable of. For the first time, no one will even care what we are capable of. Merit Scholar will lose its prestige upon graduation, as will our graduating GPA. There is a world of difference between 16 and 18. These last 2 years have been little more than stepping stones into the real world. One can only hope that the Louisiana school has birthed in us the social and mental maturity needed in our transition to the adult world. Every year, prospective students will hear something about the LSMSA extended family, but there is more truth in that than most of us will admit. We all came here assuming that everyone would be like us. We would all be smart kids. But we aren't all alike, which is perhaps the greatest lesson we've learned. Intelligence takes on many forms and covers many fields. The school's living learning environment teaches us to recognize as well as respect those other areas of interest. We have all been rendered breathless as Will Kane played the violin, or had Bruce Lynn fix our C++ programs, or watched Helen Finley's transformation in The Tempest. It was from these performances that we learned humility, as well as the depths of human capability. But we, as the students of the Louisiana school, have by no means had a normal high school experience. There is no prescribed social order. We have no football team, valedictorian, or class favorite. Everyone here has found someone else with a similar passion, someone else who was the only Muslim at a Catholic school, someone else who tried to build a spaceship in 3rd grade. A certain relief comes in this discovery, a reassurance that maybe we're normal after all. Even if we are normal in a place that won't let us sign out to Texaco before 3 o'clock. We are no longer going to have this sense of normal. We will be going to a school where no one knows what signing out is and where no one cares what Dr. Hall said in class today. We will be depending on our personalities formed by 2 years of code words and private jokes, to help us survive in a world that will not recognize any of the above things. We will be entering into college with our fingers crossed, hoping that we have enough integrity and social understanding to make it. Perhaps it won't be that different, considering we have been taking college courses at a high school level. It will be a relief to go to a school where the minimum number of courses is 3 and not 6. We are used to interacting with authority. Most of us will still have the social advantages of dormitory life, and we will all be acquainted with campus life. After all, we each have a strong sense of individual, and everyone loves an individual. There is no reason why anyone should graduate from the Louisiana school and not have a clear road to success. But we don't know, and that may be the greatest adventure of them all.
I think many of us came to the Louisiana school for the same reason, to get a better education. Whether we were gifted academically, artistically, or even both, we saw the Louisiana school as an opportunity that we could not ignore. Deciding to attend LSMSA was a big step for all of us, but that was only the beginning. Little did we know that we were about to embark on the most momentous 2 years of our lives. We all came to LSMSA ready and willing to learn. In physics, we learned just how far across the river Tarzan could swing while carrying Jane. We found out what the 3rd floor of the high school building smells like after someone spills banana oil all over the 3rd floor of the organic chemistry lab. We experienced the now legendary Fesky paper and learned that it's not always a good idea to write your Finley paper the night before. We saw Shakespeare's The Tempest in a whole new light at the senior rep performances, and those who took dance classes learned that it's not always as easy as the dance rep girls make it look. We learned all this and much more from our unique array of teachers, and many of these are memories we'll never forget, but it didn't end there. Being in a residential high school, it was inevitable that we would learn things outside of the classroom. We were advised by our seniors to have a stockpile of quarters for laundry and phone calls. It didn't take long for us to figure out that Tuesday night was steak night and Thursday was Nacho Bourdain in Valley. Many of the guys discovered that if you run really quickly, it only takes about 3.5 minutes to get to Prudhoe from Caddo. Dr. Renfro's students enjoyed his amazing brownies, and sometimes people would pretend to be sick just to see Nurse Mary for peppermints. Only after coming to LSMSA can one truly appreciate Texaco, Walmart, and the newly constructed Albertsons. And during Special Projects Week, some lucky students got to see the hot spots of New Mexico and the cool spots of Italy. But probably the most important thing we learned was how to say goodbye. This was a progressive lesson that began for most of us in August of 1997, when we said goodbye to our family and friends back home. At this time last year, we said goodbye to part of our LSMSA family, our seniors. As this school year progressed, it got more and more difficult, and we had to say goodbye to not only our underclassmen, but some of our own classmates as well. But today, we're here to say a last goodbye to not only the Louisiana School, but also each other. As we all go our separate paths, we'll hold in our memories everything that we learned from our families, teachers, and friends. Perhaps like some of our other alumni, we too will return here, completing the circle of life at Louisiana School, as Myrna often says. I can honestly say that I've learned a great deal from my time here. I've met the most wonderful people, and I've learned more about myself than I ever knew before, and I thank this school for that. But I'd like to finish with a message to the juniors. Make the most of your senior year, it's the best. But just remember that the learning never ends.
Our guest speaker was first elected to the Louisiana House of Representatives in 1968. He has served on the House Appropriations, Ways and Means, and Education Committees, and the Joint Legislative Committee on the Budget. He has also served as chairman of the Executive Committee of the House and as a member of the House Legislative Services Council. Primarily interested in education, he served for many years as the chairman of the House Education Committee. Our guest speaker is the Dean of the House of Representatives, currently serving in his 8th term. He was born in Wynn Parish and is a distant relative to two other notable Wynn Parish natives, former Louisiana Governors Huey and Earl Long. Our guest speaker has taken the floor leader for several Louisiana governors and has championed education-related reform issues since the mid-1960s. On a larger scale, our guest speaker has served for many years on the Southern Region Education Board, a compact of 15 states which researches and recommends policies relating to education. He also has served as president of that board. Our honored guest, more than any other individual, is responsible for the creation of the Louisiana School. It was his dream to establish an institution in Louisiana to challenge students who had not been challenged, namely, the academically motivated and artistically talented high school students of this state. He introduced the legislation that created the Louisiana School and shepherded that bill through the legislature in 1981. He has fought for the school more than anyone else since it has become a reality. Because of the efforts of this one man, more than any other individual, is why we are able to be here today to pay homage to our 1999 graduating senior class. Therefore, it is with a great deal of pride and gratitude that I now present to you Representative Jimmy D. Long, Sr., Dean of the House of the Representatives and father of the Louisiana School.
Thank you so very much, Brother David. I am indeed honored by the introduction and the response. I consider it indeed an honor to be asked to be back here today and to talk to this class as I have done so many times before as a member of the board. And let me say this is a very special year today. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of it. Distinguished guests, students, and faculty of the Louisiana School, parents, and other special guests, it's an honor for me to share this very important occasion with each of you. Few events, as we all know, are more meaningful in the lives of young people than graduation ceremonies that mark not only the realization of dreams and accomplishments, but also the beginning of a new challenge for each of you. You have risen to the high standards and met the rigorous demands of not only this outstanding school, but of your own experiences and achievements. And that has provided you with a strong foundation for your future and the endeavors beyond today. I take exceptional pride in you and the other graduates of this school because the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts has meant so very much to me as a member of the legislature and as the author of Act 932 of 1981. When I drafted this legislation, I might add, with the assistance of Dr. Bill Ebarb, who was at that time a member of the staff of the House Education Committee in Baton Rouge. When we drafted that legislation to create the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, I envisioned an exciting and dynamic institution that would provide innovative and inspiring curriculum and activities for some of the best and most talented young people in the state. Let me say that the school and the students have exceeded my expectations. This institution's reputation for excellence and creativity is recognized in academic circles throughout this nation. You and those who have graduated before you have been pursued by perhaps the most prestigious institutions of higher learning in the United States. And so you have been enriched by the Louisiana School and the institution, and certainly all of us have been enriched and fortified by your attendance. The positive recognition for the Louisiana School and its students began soon after the school was established and continues even today. Virtually every state in this nation has sent representatives to Natchitoches, Louisiana, and to study the structure and the concept and the climate of this fine institution, and many have used our model to create additional schools throughout the nation. At the time the Louisiana School was established, only one other such school existed in the United States of America. That was in North Carolina. Since then, more than a dozen schools have come online. The Louisiana School has received attention in the World Book Encyclopedia Science Supplement and was featured just this year in the nationwide magazine Teen People. The National Council of Teachers of English has presented its highest award numerous times to this school for its literary magazine. And the school has been awarded LSU's superior performance at spring test and citations year after year since the early 1980s. More than 60 out-of-state universities come to Natchitoches each year to recruit the graduates of this extraordinary school. Scholarships offers have been extended to Louisiana School graduates by Baylor University, Boston University, Duke, Georgetown, Johns Hopkins, LSU, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Alabama, Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, and the list goes on and on. The Louisiana School first gained national attention for its unique goals and missions, its demanding academic curricula, and its innovative programs and activities. Those assets have been retained and even expanded and improved in recent years, but the school is recognized more now for the success of its graduates than for any other reason. Our Louisiana schools graduates have become outstanding scholars and campus leaders at the major universities throughout this great nation, and after leaving those universities, have become leaders in every field of endeavor. Graduates of this little school in Natchitoches, Louisiana, has been in existence for less than 2 decades, now have become the nation's leading physicians, attorneys, business owners, teachers, engineers, architects, military leaders, and scientists. Alumni of this school hold those and other positions in cities across Louisiana and in Indiana, Georgia, California, Virginia, Florida, Alabama, and many other states of the nation. Those alumni, people like you who are graduating here today, have created the bright image and the rich heritage of this school that is so deeply respected by educators and others who are aware of the accomplishments of this school and of its students. Many of you are going to leave Louisiana to continue your education, and that is understandable because of the attractive scholarships that you probably will receive, but there are many of you who will continue, perhaps an increasing number of you will continue into the Louisiana graduate schools because of the expanded scholarship programs now in existence in this state, the serious desire to attract students of this school, and programs such as TOPS that has made education attainable for many students who previously would depend entirely on scholarships from out of state. The investments that Louisiana has made in your future through the creation and funding of the Louisiana School is also an investment in the future of this state. Those who continue their education in Louisiana will brighten and strengthen our universities, and those who go to universities in other states will improve and enhance the image of our state in those educational systems. And just as those of you who are involved in state government are proud of the school, we want you to take the pride not only in the school but in the state of Louisiana. This state has improved dramatically since the early 1990s and is poised to reach its greatest economic, social, cultural, and educational heights in the new century ahead. New businesses and industries are coming to the state, and existing companies and plants are expanding. New jobs are being created in unprecedented numbers. Unemployment is down, welfare rolls are shrinking, personal income is up, and the economy is booming. Louisiana is doing well. The crime is down in this state. The state infrastructure is being upgraded and improved. Progress is being made in cleaning up and protecting the environment. The polls show greater trust in state government and the image of the state at any time in history. There are new accountability programs now in effect for students and for teachers. Graduation rates are going up. Dropout rates are going down. Teachers have received pay raises for each of the last 3 consecutive years. Money is being pumped into the schools for computers and other advanced technology. Education is on the upswing and providing the impetus for future progress and prosperity. Through difficult times of the past and the renaissance that is now taking place in the state, this state has enjoyed attributes and characteristics that has set it apart from other places in the nation and in the world. There is an abundance here of oil and gas and other natural resources. Timber and agriculture are at the heart of the state's economy. and they have been, as they have been for decades. Historically important buildings and sites, vast forests, lakes and rivers, and other recreational sources have helped to generate a thriving tourism industry. No other state has such interesting, colorful, and diverse culture, unusual cuisine, and varied forms of music than those that are so deeply embodied in our great state. By preserving and protecting its priceless history and traditions while moving toward meeting the challenges of the 21st century, Louisiana stands today at the brink of its greatest hour. But young people like you who are graduating today must be a part of the state's continuing rebirth and renewal. Plan to stay here after you attend college in Louisiana and return here if you do go out of state to attend another university. We in Louisiana need your energy and your expertise and your talents and your knowledge and your skills and your creativity and your wisdom and your ingenuity and your resourcefulness. And just as the Louisiana School has made such a positive and profound difference in your lives, Louisiana needs you to continue to prepare yourself to make positive and profound differences in this state and in this nation. Again, let me congratulate each of you. Good luck to you, and may God bless each of you. Thank you.
Parents, I would especially like to mention that your child, who is a member of the 1999 graduating senior class, has just gotten a $40,000 education for probably less than $2,000. And in today's economy, that's not all bad. So we want to make sure that the father of the Louisiana School, as we end one millennium and begin another, realizes that we do not take his efforts in vain. Therefore, I'd like to ask Representative Long to please come to the podium along with Ms. Sheringa Hagan, who is the chairperson of the Board of Directors of the Louisiana School. I would like to read a resolution from the Board of Directors so that Representative Long knows how much we appreciate what this jewel in the educational crown of Louisiana means to us. A resolution by the Board of Directors to recognize and honor State Representative Jimmy D. Long, Sr. for his untiring efforts on behalf of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts in the current millennium and in the next. Whereas on Saturday, May 22, 1999, the Louisiana School conducted its 15th graduating exercise, the school's last graduation of the millennium, and whereas throughout those years, one person, State Representative Jimmy D. Long, Sr., more than any other person, has consistently championed the Louisiana School, providing the continuing leadership that has been necessary to ensure the operation and growth of the school, and whereas, because of the efforts of Representative Long, the Louisiana School was created, its campus enlarged, its buildings renovated, its faculty and staff increased, and its budget enhanced, and whereas, without the vision of Representative Long, had nearly 20 years ago of a school that would meet the needs of the academically motivated students of this state, the dream of the Louisiana School could never have been realized, and whereas, because of the efforts of Representative Long, the school is well poised to enter the next millennium. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Louisiana School, its faculty, staff, administration, students, and alumni, that the Honorable Jimmy D. Long, Sr., State Representative for Natchitoches and Wynn Parish, is hereby formally and properly recognized and honored for his untiring efforts on behalf of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts. Be it further resolved that the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts eagerly awaits the beginning of the new millennium in the hope and belief that Representative Long will continue to lead the school into the next chapter of its history, signed by Sharon Yahagan, Chairperson, and Brother David Sinatieri, Executive Director, said and done this 22nd day of May, 1999. One more, Jim. We also have a plaque that says the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts recognizes and honors Representative Jimmy D. Long, Sr., the Board of Directors, faculty, staff, administration, students, and alumni. Thank you for your outstanding leadership during our first 20 years. We eagerly anticipate your continuing guidance and support as our school enters the new millennium. Now the moment all of our seniors have been waiting for, it is my distinct pleasure to call to the mic Dr. Bill Ebar, who will in turn call out the names of our graduates so that I can have the distinct pleasure of giving them the Louisiana High School diploma.
Will the senior class of 1999 please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas? Kumar Agarwal. Iqbal Ibn Salim Akhtar. Cameron Gray Lee Alexander. Mandy Marie Alleman. Another Peapod. Brennan Thomas Ardoin. Ryan Ardoin. Susan Brooke Barnett. Elizabeth Therese Bain. Alexandria Melissa Beaudry. Erica Lynn Versajay. Nicole Eileen Bernstein. Catherine Berry. Raji Banderi. Emily Lauren Boone. Leila Orajani. Bradley Scott Bourgeois. Nia Nach Bowie. Shelley Marie Bush. Anna Catherine Campbell. Nikki Elizabeth Carline. Mary Estelle Chauvin. Chad Waylon Chavers. Aaron Micah Chen. Christina Jasung Chen. Michael Hal Chen. Jessica Lauren Chi. Lacey Ellen Chisholm. Christina Maria Christ. Sarah Catherine Clark. Tamika Monique Cryer. Katura Ann Cummings. Amanda Lauren Darby. Renata Monique Davis. Juanita Ruby Dawn. Lindsay Gail DeBlue. Stephanie Elizabeth DeHaven. Stephanie Catherine Demarest. Brooke Angela Donaldson. Ryan Joseph Drayton. Penny Swan Dupre. Salim Khan Durrani. Brandy Lee Edwards. Desiree Shalise Evans. Michael James Fagan II. Teresa Amelie Falgu. Tamika Lynn Fauché. Sean Errol Falk. Helen Ann Finley. William McLean Finley. Melissa Sue Figgs. Jennifer Elizabeth Fordham. Christopher Daniel Fowler. Jenny Sue Funk. Kyle Jason Galan. Jennifer Ann Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer is the 2,500th graduate of the Louisiana School.
What we're going to do to honor the occasion, we are going to mail to Jennifer a special pin that we usually reserve for only board members and honored guests, and she is the 2,500th graduate of the Louisiana School.
Abby Erlyn Green. Nathan Paul Guidry. Ryan Nathan Guidry. Jeremy Daniel Guillory. Patricia Lee Guillory. Joan Elizabeth Gunther. Zain Anwar Hakim. Sarah Megan Hanks. Matt James Harper. Jabari Shango Harvey. Neil Anderson Abear. Audrey Ellen Herbert. Medea Jamil. Brandon Kyle Jenkins. Megan Pond Johnson. Sarah Elizabeth Jolly. Channing Gerard Joseph. Melanie Ann Joseph. Meghana Birdie Kamen. Thomas Jinku Kang. William Jinsu Kang. Kiran Navdeep Kaur. Raj Dilip Kariwala. June Olga Kobesko. Sanjeet Reddy Kanda. Eric T. Kramer. Virginia Lee Krieg. Shalendra Upendra Kulkarni. Daniel Tran Lee. Mary Elizabeth LeBeau. Emily Kate LeBlanc. Jessica Kim Leger. Bruce Eson Lin. Christopher Shuhan Lin. Janessa Marie Link. Seth Jacob Long. Kirith Carr Molly. Jennifer Louise Millette. Celia Elizabeth Mangum. Latricia Ann Manning. Nicholas Lasty Maragos. Catherine Ann Marlborough. Roshan Kolot Matthew. Gregory Allen Matson. Melissa Terrell McCarty. Beth Ann McDowell. Daniel William McKernan. Erin Michelle Meredith. Erin Courtney Michelli. Brian Edwin Middleton. Garrett Carmine Monty. Tu Hai Nguyen. David Cheney Novosad. Kelly Loriana Nozzolillo. Paige O'Neill. Nosahai Festus Ogabor. Alyssa Danielle Ortego. Amanda Diane Paget. Celeste Renee Parker. Lisa Allison Parr. Amy Babu Patel. Amy Lorraine Patrick. William Ryan Pritchard. Yolanda Linnell Reyes. Estelle Sherman Robichaud. Ryan Edward Robinson. Kimberly Danielle Roman. Mary Catherine Rose. Millicent Promise Schmidt. Brian Scott C. Viral Kurtikant Shaw. Margaret Southshaw Shire. Irma Michelle Sierra Moran. January Centupan. Lindy Janet Snell. Helen Kristen Swallow. Victoria Amber Soldrich. Ryan Christopher Spillers. Mandy Deanne Stevens. Jessica Lynn Stewart. Encore P. Tolati. Daniel James Taylor. Myra Ashley Taylor. Shayla Lizette Thomas. Nancy Evelyn Thomason. Jennifer Nicole Trehan. Katie Lynn Tranchina. Sai. Stephen Singh. John Ryan Van Way. Rupal Bharat Vasanji. Bert Paul Vaillant. Mary Elizabeth Wall. Kermit Lamar Walters III. Jamie V.N. Wessler. Nikita Simone Williams. Arlen James Morgan Wise. Friederike Ursula Warren. Keisha Lacole Wright. Bonnie Priya Yernani.
Would the 1999 senior class please stand? With the authority vested in me by the state of Louisiana, the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, and by the Board of Directors of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, I confer upon you the diploma to which you are entitled with all the rights and privileges attached thereto. You may now move your tassel. Please be seated. You are no longer seniors. You are graduates and alumni. 160 of you have crossed the threshold. You are going to 56 universities in 21 states, including 13 colleges and universities in Louisiana. You have earned $7.7 million in merit scholarship offers. Plus $1 million in TOPS money, giving a grand total of $8.7 million for the senior class of 1999. To the Louisiana School, you have brought gifts, talents, and achievements. While with us, you have multiplied them 100-fold. Your accolades, accomplishments, and recognitions remain with us. We will always cherish them and make them a part of our tradition. I challenge the class of 2000, the seniors sitting directly behind you, to build on that legacy like you, to give as they received. Hopefully, we will have given you, the class of 1999, the skills for problem solving. These skills will be needed in the complex world of today. But most of all, I hope you model how to maintain a winning attitude during changing times. I hope your mission is not about changing what is, but about creating what is not. I hope your mission as scholars lies far more in its possibilities than in its problems. I hope your vision is to understand ever more fully that you are called upon to focus more on imagining the future rather than defending the past. I hope you realize ever more fully that new thinking depends more on perception than on raw intelligence, and that the frontier of the possible is not determined by the limits of the actual. And therefore, being realistic does not mean we have to limit ourselves to a future that seems completely possible now. Finally, one of your own, namely Ms. Jessica Stewart, is now going to adjourn this assembly. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Louisiana School for Math, Science, and the Arts, as well as the administration, faculty, and staff of this great educational institute, I wish you Godspeed, good fortune, and remember, keep on moving up. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of 1999.
It's kind of hot in here. I don't know about y'all. I can't seem to put this thing down. I mean, it's like a rite of passage, and turning the tassel the other way is like when you learned how to drive and you had to put the seatbelt on the other way. So we have to get kind of used to it. Well, thank you very much, Brother Dave, and for all the faculty, and especially the seniors of 1999 for, being here for each other and for seeing each other through these last 2 years. Now, there are some things that have become very important to us throughout our lives, and one of those things is music. We look to the radio for solace, for contentment, even for some kind of meaning in this crazy world. All of us have memories that are triggered by a certain song. Louisiana School alma mater, our home school's fight song, our own senior song. I think we'll always remember walking into the SAC to pop-up video on VH1, or bobbing your heads to BET, or being serenaded by Ryan Audubon and GEC. In the insightful words of Sarah McLachlan, I will remember you. I think Natalie Merchant would agree that these are the days. I hope you've had the time of your life, interjects Green Day. But you only get what you give, say the New Radicals. But searching for the perfect song that captures not only our time here at Louisiana School, but the entire 4 years of high school that is finally drawing to a close, is This Time of Year by Better Than Ezra. Well, there's a feeling in the air, just like a Friday afternoon. Well, you can go there if you want, though it fades too soon. So go on, let it be. If there's a feeling coming over me, seem like it's always understood this time of year. Well, I know there's a reason to change, and I know there's a time for us. You think about the good times, and you live with all the bad. You feel it in the air. Feeling right this time of year. Thank you.
I have an important announcement. Would a member of the family of Sheila Anthony, if they're in the audience, please come to the podium because we have an emergency, a family emergency that we have to talk to you about. Thank you.
Please rise for the alma mater.